no jokes.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quality Comedy Time with me. I'm your host, Quincy Carr. Thank y'all for checking it out and tuning in already. We are going to get some folks up here in this room. We got a great guest. We got a great show tonight, and super excited to bring y'all some more fun. It's Quality Comedy Time, and just my opportunity to get with some of my peeps that's in the industry, in the entertainment industry, or just, people that I just mess with, and we all going through the same thing. We all going through the same exact thing. We all either unemployed temporarily or just working less than we were before. And a lot of times, when it comes to, I would say, mental illness and the mental health, just to be able to converse and to talk, and we get into some good topics. We talk about some fun topics. We even may have a debate or two. So real quick, before I even get ready to bring the guests on, if you are tuning in, make sure you let me know where you're tuning in from. I don't care if it's from Zimbabwe, like people are really tuning in from Zimbabwe. Hey, what's going on, Gina G? I see you on here, homegirl. But yeah, if you tune in from Texas, from LA, from New York, it doesn't matter. Like, I always like to see where people are tuning in. So just shout out your city. That's very important. I always let folks know where you're tuning in from. But we good. Okay, I'm gonna keep from stuttering. Look, I have to say real quick, I'm a barber. Toronto. Well, hello there, Toronto. We got somebody tuning in from Toronto. Thank you very much. So we reaching people. Okay. We right back here in Chesapeake. We are reaching people from Chesapeake to Toronto, Virginia. Gina, that was very basic, okay? All right, where in Virginia, Gina? Hey, Gina, shout out to you, a fellow comedian in the area out of Florida. Once Florida's funniest female back in 2017. I actually had her as a guest about a month or so ago. So shout out to Gina. Y'all go follow my girl Gina. But yeah, y'all continue to shout out where y'all are tuning in from. It's like I said, I'm going to be driving this thing and doing the interview because my brother, he's got to work overtime. So he's not doing my production side today. But yes, so this is no cursing on the show. I give away some money. We're going to have some fun. But I was just about to say, I'm a licensed barber, and after 11 years, it happened. Yeah, my hot towel warmer, it went out on me. The hot towel warmer is gone. My customers love the hot towel warmer. All right, like I got it originally for like if I do facials or if I do like a shave, like a blade shave, and then it just became a soothing thing to put on my customer's head or face after a good haircut, right? And I would get customers, like male customers, obviously, like they actually, hey bro, you got that hot towel? Like this is a drug. Like you want that. The hot towel? Are you kidding me? And I had this one customer, and that's when I had to stop advertising it so much. This one customer was like, oh, I'm like, hold up, there's two men in here. We ain't gonna be moaning and groaning up in here. We're not doing that, buddy. So, but me and that hot towel warmer has gone a long way. Hey, what's up? I see Jessica's tuning in from Maryland. I see Veta, she's tuning in from Tampa, Florida. Hey, y'all do me a favor. Hit the share button and share it with as many people because this is going to be an engaging interview. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I just want folks to know that it can be fun without the cursing. All right. But definitely share this live and leave comments so other people. And so, you can ask my guest a question and he'll answer the question on the spot too. All right. So before we even get into the guests, let me go ahead and introduce, let me shout out my sponsor. Today's sponsor, TGX Live, okay? It's the home for live streaming events, free giveaways, and access to discounted live pay-per-view streams, including my stand-up comedy special. It's currently on TGX Live. It is still Black Business Month, people. Still, shout out to all the Black businesses that are out here. We appreciate what y'all are doing all the way to the end of August. So when you can support, and TGX Live, they are a Black business supporting a Black artist. So I certainly do appreciate it. And I appreciate the love that they're showing me. So definitely the pay-per-view is only $4.99. So definitely support them. And yeah, that's what it's about. Okay. Let's get this thing started. Now, my next guest, Okay, I need y'all to understand how different this is. First of all, he's the tallest by far. He's the tallest guest I've ever had at 6'11", okay? And that's because he's a a former pro basketball player as well as a street ball player. He's a legend, and he will tell you that he is a legend. This guy has won AAU championships with Allen Iverson, Rucker championships in NYC, as well as pro championships overseas. And before COVID, he spent most of his days just training prospects for both college and the pros. So, like to welcome to the show, Big Dog, my man Marvin, Bigg Show, Rodgers. Bro, look, stop acting like you don't hear that you are on right now. Like you are on.
No, I'm getting my followers up on Instagram off you, Quincy. That's what I'm doing right now. So I need for everybody to, we need to get the followers up. Let's get the followers up. Because I don't pay for my followers. I don't pay for my followers. All my followers are, it's authentic. They're real followers. When I see the verification people in my inbox, or they are, I ignore them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't pay for validation. I don't do that.
Well, look, I wish somebody would help me because I've been paying for it. I've been out here paying for it, homie. Look, man, how's everything going, man?
Man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. Thanks for having me on, man. I see you got your little sponsors, Quincy.
First of all, why black people always gotta belittle your stuff? I see you got your little show. I see with your little sponsors. I'm trying to do something big dog.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Can I advertise for my people for 30 seconds?
Hold up. How much money they got? Because I'm not bringing in any money in this.
I know, but I'm on the interview, and I always like to show my people's love. But no, big shout outs to Tim Hardaway and Roy Jones Jr. They believed in my second, third career, man. It's just been great, man. Just been through a lot, Quincy, and man, look, we here. You can ask me anything, big dog. It's a lot being said out there. It's a lot being said on the streets about me for years. Let's get it out.
Well, look, that's what we definitely gonna do. First of all, because you are a ball player, and I believe I beat you at Dave and Buster's with my shot. How is your shot? How is your shot during this quarantine time, man? Is your shot gone, or is it still the same?
Yeah, look, he is so happy he beat me in a 25-cent game. The rim is my size, so it's harder for me to shoot the exact height as me. I'm doing long layup. No, but the quarantine has been treating me good. Quincy, like everybody, they get sick or tired of me saying this. I'm a single parent father. I'm gonna keep saying it because I love it, and I like doing what I have to do to put the positive people and the positive things around me and my daughter's lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a learning experience for me too, big dog. So it's wherever God. Wherever God puts me, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
We are around our kids more than we've ever been around our kids, including people that are in relationships, right? They're around their kids, and it's a whole bunch of, abuse and stuff that's going on. So for people to just hang in there, because I know that you normally spend your time, training young people, young prospects, as I mentioned. Yeah. So during quarantine, you ain't been able to get out there and do that.
Yeah, not really like that. A couple of pros here and there, social distance training. But, you speaking on that, Quincy, I live a real life, you know what I'm saying? And what you speaking on what's going on with the quarantine and, people being locked in their house with the abuse. I had a kid knock on my door today crying in tears, literally 2 hours ago. And she did not want to go home. And by her being underage and being friends with a lot of the people that I train or whatever, and being friends with my daughters, she was crying because, she was being sexually abused by her brother and her uncle. So she came to me. It was like no one, she said no one can help her but me. And
hold up. So how do you know her?
next door neighbors. We've been next door neighbors
Wow.
for 6 years, dog. And it hurts me really bad because, for one, I have a daughter, and I do everything in my power to keep my daughter safe from things like that. And number two, I was falsely accused for something like that, so that reopens a lot of bad things for me. And the police in the area, whatever, they know who I am. I train a lot of the pros or whatever in there, so they know who I am. But it was disturbing to me, and they was glad that I did what I did, because the thing about it is, Quincy, it's hard in America with helping some people, because sometimes helping people can get you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I helped my baby mom. She turned me in for child support. She was staying with me and turned me in for child support. You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? So
look, some people get the role.
Talk about it, Quincy. I'm wide open about that. She stayed with me.
Some people get the raw end of the stick, but we definitely gonna get into it. I want to get into some lighter stuff first, right? You were once signed by Jay-Z's Rockefeller Street Ball team. So talk about that, because you were out in the Rucker.
That's a lie, Quincy. That's a lie. Everybody say it was a lie. It was a lie. On signing those Rockefeller, Jay-Z. It was a lie. You believe them people that said that?
I mean,
I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia, though. I mean, artists said it on my show. Rockefeller artist said it on Bad Boy artist said it on my show. So I was signed to him, man. I've got other artists. I got other artists signed to Rockefeller. Quincy, I don't know how to start this.
What was that experience like, though? I mean, because at the time, Jay-Z.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. It's hard to explain, Quincy, because when you're in an area, when you're in a low income area and everyone thinks you're lying about what you're doing, it's kind of the experience was different for me, because when I started playing at Rucker in high school, I wouldn't anybody know, because I didn't think anybody would believe me, because of the era where we're from, and how people in my era were raised. And in my era, so it's kind of hard to low income neighborhood and say you're playing for Jay-Z. Who's going to believe you? Because you don't have Jay-Z money, I guess. I don't know, but the experience of going up there, I didn't come back, Quincy. I went to New York. I never came back. You get up there, you do very well. They remember me from winning a national championship with Allen Iverson. I played with a lot of them guys at the Nike All-American camp. Country to go to. Everybody was there. Kobe, Garnett, Vince Carter. I met everybody. And I put in work, and I did things with the ball that a lot of people didn't know. And I guess they was expecting me to be from New York, but I was from Virginia, and I was 6'10" with a jumper and handles,
Right. So you were a top high school prospect in the 90s. But you were doing what big men in the NBA are scouted for doing now. You were shooting jumpers, crossing people over, why do you think it took so long for the NBA to catch up to the big men having skills?
It was just like everything. It's an adjustment, You just have to adjust. It don't look like it's anything like it.
Hold up, man. Your Wi-Fi may be slipping a little bit. Is somebody on that Wi-Fi over there, man? Oh, okay.
LJ, get off the Wi-Fi.
That's exactly what black parents do. Hey, yeah, man. Everything is so cool. Hold up for a second. Don't have me come in there again. All right. Anyway, we back. Yeah.
Now it was just
yeah, man. If the Wi-Fi
it
signal is not
was
strong, then it ain't gonna come through strong, bro.
hold on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it strong?
About
How does
about to say
how do I
because
sound now?
well, no, it sounds great. It was just like it started to break up. I don't know if it was breaking up because I was
Oh, all right.
playing that clip of you, but the clip that I was showing was your big man game, but your outside game of shooting. And I was just saying, like, why do you think it took so long for the NBA to catch up to that style of play from a
It
big
didn't
man?
look right. Yeah, it didn't look right, Quincy. Like, listen, the last thing people want is a 7 foot dude doing what a 6 foot guy can do. Just like when I was
Mm-hmm.
playing street ball, the last thing an NBA scout want to see is a guy that's making 50, 60,000 a year playing street ball, killing a guy making $60 million in 6 years in the league. Like, it don't seem right. And I've always been the type, Quincy, to go against the grain.
Yeah.
Because I seen different at an early age. I held a lot of things in. I kept a lot of things in, just simply because nobody would believe. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
who Quincy, for real? Who's going to believe Marvin Rodgers from Portsmouth is going to New York playing basketball for Jay-Z Puff? And like, who's going to believe that? No
Right.
one's going to believe that, Quincy, back in the day. So a lot of the things that I experienced, I held within. I celebrated with my crew that was around me at the time, and I made it work like that. It wasn't anything where, like, I came back home and people were happy for me, because I
Yeah.
guess after everything that happened in West Virginia, I guess I supposed to fall. So, I handle life and I handle things a little different because I've seen
Yeah.
a lot of things. When I was 16 years old, that a lot of 16-year-olds didn't see. I've seen, how people can get eligible for basketball and go through a lot. I've seen how, if you play it out and you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be straight. So it's a lot of things
Yeah.
that I seen, and I knew that a lot of people just didn't know. That's all. I
Yeah.
just didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you mentioned playing alongside Bubba Chuck. Like in this picture, you were what, 13 and he was 17? Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right after
Like
you
that's
won it. That
yeah.
was right
Like
after you won it.
so here's my thing, right? I mean, clearly Iverson is one of the dopest point shooting guards, but really a point
No
guard
doubt.
that played in the league. But here's a debate, and for all the viewers, I want y'all to chime in on this as well. Like if you put Iverson, well, on this list, Allen Iverson, Isaiah Thomas, or your other dude, Rod Strickland, how do you rank them 1, 2, 3 as the toughest point guards to ever play in the NBA?
All right,
Come
two
on.
of them are my boys. All right. Dang. All right.
Right.
Rod Strick is my boy. That's my boy. Big shout out to Rod Strickland. He's like the head of the G League.
Yep.
Strick is my guy. I love Chuck. I'm always biased about Iverson. Zeke is a legend. I've got to go with Iverson first. I'm sorry. I don't care if
AI first.
Yeah, I have to go with AI first. And Rod is nasty.
Because look, all three of them were tough in their own right at their position.
Right.
Like it was like Iverson wasn't gonna back you down or do nothing, but Iverson
was a dog. Both of them, all three of them was nasty, but Iverson was a dog. He had a different type of oomph with him, and like for real. I like the players that have that edge. Iverson had that edge, and you gotta have an edge, and that may be the street ball in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Rod Strickland because Rod Strickland had a park game. Like, are you serious right now? Like, Rod's my homie. Every time I talk to Rod or whatever, that's what we talk about. He's on my third season, but
Marvin, stop playing around and rank the guys as I've asked you to.
Rod Strickland and Isaiah Thomas. I don't want to put Zeke number 3. I don't want to put Zeke number 3. I don't want to put Zeke number 3, but I gotta put Allen Iverson's first. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No one would be colder than Allen Iverson to me.
Got you.
I go Zeke Rod Strickland. I go Zeke Rod Strickland.
Well, now you're flip flopping, bro.
Because this is why. Because I like Rod Strickland's game, and if I just look at both of their games, and me being a street baller, I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I thought about it twice. I would have to go Zeke. Championships, just a lot of stuff. But I just think in some conversations, championships don't matter. And I think Allen Iverson is just one of them conversations. Like him and Charles Barkley, they the only two that probably him, Charles Barkley, and Karl Malone, they get a pass. Can I say that? Is that allowed to be said? Like for real, they was, I mean, they get a pass.
Hey, look. For anybody that is viewing, I'm stumbling over my own words. For anybody that's viewing right now, you put in the comments between Allen Iverson, Isaiah Thomas, and Rod Strickland, especially if you old school, like these new school guys. Well, where's Steph Curry? I didn't put him in there. I put Allen Iverson. I put
Steph.
Zeke, and I put Rod Strickland because as far as tough point guards, you don't get those type of point guards. Like if you see Iverson walking around today, Iverson is walking with stiff bones because he spent so much time going in with the big boys and ending up on the floor, but he was playing with the big boys. When I saw him in person, I saw him in person and I said, this dude is my height, my build, and he is killing in the NBA.
Yeah.
So that let me know how much of a beast Iverson was, man.
And that also lets you know how terrible you are.
Oh, shots fired. I got you. Look, let's go ahead and move on past that. All right, so hold up. Let's see if we got a comment. Somebody. So Iverson is saying, so Margarita is saying Iverson is what? Like, are you saying Iverson is number one?
Iverson is number one. Iverson is number one. Iverson's more of a dog. I understand a lot of people probably say Zeke because of championships.
Yeah.
Cool. Zeke had a squad. A squad. Rod Strickland is buckets, but Allen Iverson is just a dog. He took 0 all the way to the championship against probably one of the greatest teams in NBA history assembled with Kobe Bryant and Shaq. Are you crazy? Like, I can't even talk basketball. I'm cool. Next golf. I need a golf question.
Nice. Well, if anybody else wants to chime in, you put who you want first, second, and third. Let it be known that Marvin, the Bigg Show Rodgers, said it goes Iverson, Zeke, and then Strickland. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Iverson, Strick. I love you, big dog, but you 3.
Okay, all right. So some of the old school people are chiming in. Morris said AI, Zeke, and Strickland, the same thing. So okay, all right. I'm sure somebody's gonna start arguing on here. Anyway, so jumping right into it as well. Like you have a huge connection with a bunch of people in the industry on the entertainment and on the sports side, and you just finished rapping season 1 of your own virtual show, which is one of the reasons why I started a virtual show after seeing yours. But you had people like the crossover king, the originator, Tim Hardaway. You had Slim from 112, the lead singer in 112. You recently had Emmanuel Lewis, aka Webster. That was a long conversation because you had to get off your IG twice.
I'm one of my friends right now, and I just told him that I'm doing a little interview with one of my little friends real quick. So let me
say one more little thing. Say one more little thing. And I'm gonna take you out of the meet.
No, Quincy, I love messing with you, dog. Like I love no, but for real, man, I thank God for all my friends coming forth and speaking their truth about their situation.
Hold up, you freezing up again, bro.
Situations.
Is somebody on that Wi-Fi?
LJ, get off the Wi-Fi. Cut that before I put your punishment.
You know what? This brother is from Portsmouth. I want everybody to know this is like straight up hood Portsmouth talk. Here, this brother said, "Hey,
it keep going in and out. It keep going in and out."
Listen, oh gosh. So look, while Marvin is getting his Wi-Fi straight and yelling at these children over there. So like I was saying, I mean, like you had a great first season of your virtual show, and you interviewed the likes of, I mean, gosh, it was so many people, but Emmanuel Lewis was on your season finale. So I'll be honest, when I watched I think the first half of the interview.
Right.
And I was like, this dude is a basketball fan. For him to be 2 foot nothing, this dude is a basketball.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Hey, look, like what you got, that's my guy. Like living in New York, like I lived in New York for like 8 years of my life. So playing street ball up here, I met a lot of artists, a lot of entertainers. I actually stayed up the block from Spike Lee. I stayed in Fort Greene in Brooklyn. And you know, their whole situation every summer was, let's get to the park. Let's see the street ballers and the NBA guys go at each other next. I made a lot of friends. I embarrassed a lot of people. Quincy, I made a name for myself. Quincy, I made a name for myself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I took Greyhound. It wasn't no coronavirus. I didn't have to wear a mask. I went to New York. I got off at Penn Station. I would have somebody from Rockefeller or Bad Boy pick me up. And I would go to the park. And Quincy, guess what, Quincy? No. Guess who's in the park? Quincy, guess who would be looking at me play? Have they ever came to your show? Have Puff Daddy ever got a ticket for Quincy Carr's show? Did Jay-Z ever sit front row of your Quincy Carr show? He sat front row. He sat front row of my game. How about that? How about that?
See, hold up, tell my dog. See, this is where I'm gonna poke a hole in your story. The Greyhound from Virginia to New York. You know you should have been on that Chinese bus. You should have been on that Chinese bus. It was $3 each way.
Look, and I didn't even look. I wasn't used to going out of Portsmouth, so you know, I guess all we knew was get to Norfolk and the bus would take you out of town. You know what I'm saying? And then after I put in work, like my first 2 games, honestly, the dope boys was coming and get me. They was coming in, they was coming down. They would pick me up. I would, you know, roll up there with them, and then it was like, stay here. Take a woman, take a place. Here, you want a woman? Here's your woman. Take a place.
Look, so with all the celebrities that you know have in contact, here's the one that got me, right? You had Roy Jones Jr. on the show. I think this was probably a couple of months ago, right? But this was before he signed to fight Tyson. So did he know during then?
That's my guy. Like, I played for Roy. I used to stay at Roy house so nice, man. Roy flew me in. I had the girl around the house. I used to tell people Roy Jones Jr. was my cousin.
Right. But did Roy tell you on the interview that he was thinking about fighting Mike Tyson?
Well, what people got to understand about Roy, and let me put this out here because people like to twist interviews up. Lord, they have mercy. They like to twist interviews up. All right. Roy Jones is a good friend of mine that looked out for my career. Let me just say that. All right. Roy has always been the type to do big things. And I'm not just talking about just because he's a great fighter, just how he moved. He was always like, did nothing, but you're just amazed that you're around this person and he is so great. And it's like when you're a kid or you're younger, you dream about being around this guy that you see on TV, and like when you're around him, it's kind of like everything you dream it is. He's just an icon, you know what I'm saying? And like whenever I text him or I talk to him about it, I'd be like, man, Roy, thanks a lot, man. Like, you know, he'd be like, no, you know, why you always saying that? Like, but Roy don't understand, you know, the effect that he had on early in my life, just the way that he was with me and the stardom that he was receiving. Roy was the best in the world. You know, like he was knocking everybody out.
Which begs the question: what decision do you think, since he's your dude, had him say, you know what, I'm gonna go on and fight Iron Mike?
I mean, Roy, y'all act like Roy can't fight. Like Roy,
look, I can't fight. I'm telling you, I can't fight. Okay, so I'm not acting like he can't fight.
Listen, like and I see why people probably say that, because you know Mike Tyson is a crazed, loose pit bull. I know that because
he used to be.
Well, yeah, he used to be. He used to be, and like you know, like I said, I stayed in Brooklyn, so that's where Mike Tyson was from. I've been to a lot of parties with him and stuff like that, and you know, we all wild at some point of our life. You know what I'm saying? Like
that ain't got nothing to do with my question.
I'm about to go back. We all wild. Hold on, we all wild a little bit in our life, so I know that rubbed people the wrong way or the crazy way with people because Mike Tyson. That so Roy coming back want to fight him. You know, that's kind of like Roy, you're crazy. Man, listen, y'all have to understand that both of these dudes are professional boxers, and they've done this their whole life, and they both know what they can do and they know what they cannot do. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a good fight. I don't think Roy was crazy for taking the fight. But you have to remember that Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson, who out there, what? Muhammad Ali, what? I got to throw my boy Sweet Pea Whitaker in there, but Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao. I mean, how many guys really were iconic in that sport? Maybe 5, you know, maybe 5, maybe 6. And I'm talking about the last 5. I'm talking about the last 15 years, maybe 4.
Right. So, do you think it'll be a good fight?
I think it's going to be a great fight. I think that
who do you think is going to win, Show?
I'm about to tell you. I think it's going to be Roy's skill set versus Tyson's power.
Hold on.
And I'm not a pro.
Tell me, let's get a debate going. Y'all comment who y'all think is going to win that fight, because I need to see what people are feeling. Because Roy is your dude, but I need to make sure. I need to make sure these viewers.
And see, since you talk about Roy, I'm gonna say something about his cologne. We got the Roy Jones Jr. cologne. Get your Legends cologne. Sponsor the DVS first season. Roy Jones Jr. Smell like a legend. Yeah, let me get my sponsors off. Can I get my sponsors off, Quincy?
Yeah, smell like a legend. Smell like a legend, but don't get knocked out.
Yeah, he not. We good. And look, and guess what? And if he do, it still is not going to ruin nothing about his legacy. They 50 years old. They do this for the people. And I mean, I think they both in great shape. I hope when I turn 50, I hope I'm in shape like that. Good gracious.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I think that's such a cool thing. I mean, obviously, you know, a bunch of, you know, things are happening. It's a couple of people that said Mike Tyson will win. Somebody said, I love Roy Jones, but Mike Tyson gonna knock his block off. Woo! But they coming at you about your boy.
Yeah, and I still love Roy. But y'all have to understand. And look, Roy have a skill set. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And you look, Roy has a skill set. That's it. He has a skill set, you know. And them hands quick.
Yeah, look, like people have seen Mike Tyson, you know, like these little clips and him, you know, punching little thing. And so I think it's the whole build up to it, because Roy was a showman and Tyson was just, as you said, Tyson was a bull.
He was a bulldog. I hit you, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you harder.
Right. But Tyson got this one move, bro. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. And I hope Roy's ribs is ready for it, because Tyson go here and come back, and he take people out.
Let me see that move again, Quincy. Let me see how you did your shoulder. Ready? Yeah, your shoulder look
here and come back.
All right, yeah, your shoulder definitely stiff. I don't think I've ever seen Roy do that in the gym like that.
Man, look, don't talk about my shoulder. I'm a disabled veteran. No. Hold up. It was some more people that said, I love me some Roy, but I think he's going to... Hold up. I love me some Roy. Oh, but I don't think he's going to win. Much love to Big Bro Show. That's Darian Cole that's shouting you out there.
That's what's up. Darian Cole, my guy. Love
Yeah,
him. Oh,
yeah.
Pastor Cole.
Huh?
Pastor Cole, y'all need to follow him, man. He's a very positive dude. Pastor
Oh yeah.
Cole,
Well, hey,
yeah, very positive. I like guys that's positive that really know themselves and that's really true to themselves. You know, I
yeah,
really like that. I really like that.
man. Hey,
But
hey, I appreciate him even tuning in. Now, look, before we take a quick little break, I always do this with all of my guests. It's a little fun segment called "Going Completely Off Topic." I don't know if you know what this means,
I love
but
that.
essentially, it means that the stuff that I'm gonna ask you, I got like three questions I'm gonna ask you. You answer it to the best of your ability, but you have no idea about these questions. Okay, you ready? Going completely off topic, show. All right. So the first question I got for you, you gotta pick one. Okay. Getting your ankles broken from a killer crossover or getting dunked on. Which would you prefer? The embarrassment. Oh, the shame.
I would say getting dunked on.
Getting dunked on.
Yeah, getting
Like,
dunked on. Yeah, I'd rather
right.
get dunked on. Yeah, because it's about who get to the rim faster. Like crossover, that's just straight skill set. Like you guarding him, he's guarding you. He drop you, you on the ground. Though.
Hey, you know what? And I can tell you, big men don't fall pretty.
Yeah. I done made
If you get crossed over,
yeah.
it's gonna be the ugliest fall. You're gonna be like, uh.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
Joe
already,
got his ankles broken.
you already know.
Okay, all right. So you would prefer to get dunked on. Okay. Going off topic number two. Uh, you also rap. Okay, a lot of people don't know that, but you also rap. So who would you rather face in a freestyle battle? Now, I'm only asking you this question because I've been watching the Rough Riders joint, but I didn't know DMX was a battle star, a battle
Yeah.
star. So who would you rather face, DMX and
Mhm.
or Eminem
Oh, sheesh. Oh my
in a
God.
freestyle battle? Like, who do you think you could take, DMX or Eminem?
If it had to be right now,
No, I'm talking about like when they were obviously freestyle beasts.
oh man. All right, in their prime. Oh man.
Don't do it to yourself.
Ah,
Second round knockout. Don't do it.
I know. Why can't be now? Why can't be now?
Hey, first of all, I asked the questions, okay? You
All
just
right,
answered the
I
question.
know. I'm used to being the one to ask the questions. All right. Um, oh my gosh.
DMX.
I would have to. All right. Tag Eminem. So why you give me this question, man?
Hey, man, answer the question. We going completely off topic.
I'm gonna say DMX.
You would rather battle DMX like you think you got the skills to bite with a dog?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna be real too. If we was to say now, I would say Eminem
Right.
because I would talk about Black Lives Matter. And there's nothing he can say about that. And I would win.
This dude.
I would win. I would win. What he can't. He can't say nothing. Where is he going?
Hey, Eminem got enough clout that he's pretty much accepted in the black community, whatever he do or say.
I know, but I feel you. But I got to go. That's my best chance of winning.
Okay, all right. So you would pick the dog going against DMX. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It wouldn't be cool to lose. Nah, that'll
All right.
hurt.
Well, look, I want everybody to keep tuning in because a little bit later on in the show, we want to test those freestyle rap skills, and I may even step in and throw a few bars at you. All right, bars.
Buckets.
Yeah. All right. So the third question before we take a quick little commercial break is okay. So between actor, comedian Jamie Foxx, rapper Ice Cube, and former NBA star Baron Davis.
That's my
Okay,
guy.
you ready?
That's
Yeah.
my guy.
All right. Well, then this is gonna hurt. Who wore the Jerry curl the best?
Oh man. No. And Hey, and BD got jokes for that
Ice
too.
Cube,
BD
Barry
got,
Davis.
give me that picture again. Give me that picture again. Who won it? Hey, yo, look at Ice Cube's confidence. I got to go with him. Ice Cube is wearing that joint like, just let your soul cloud.
Oh my God! Like first of all, like I found these pictures, and here's the crazy part: Ice Cube and Jamie Foxx, the two on the ends, they had their curls in the '80s when you're supposed to. Baron Davis recently, within the last decade,
I
rocked that.
know. He
That's
was
your
going through something. That's my guy. He was going through something, man. He was
what? A
BD.
whole bunch of Jerry curl bottles.
He was going through something. Hey, look, Ice Cube, like on the end, I don't want this to hurt me from getting in the big three, but like Ice Cube on the end, he look like he can be like down with one of the whispers of the OJs back in the day.
Hold on, talk about. But did you see Jamie Foxx? Like this is the one that got me. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, but that look like Jamie though. That look just like, man. Look at BD. Hey, yo, Quincy, stop. Hey, man, pull this down. I don't want to know.
All right. So lastly, the second part to that question, yes or no? If you had an opportunity to shock the world and change the world, would you rock the Jerry curl once again?
To change the world in a positive way?
Oh no, just to shock the world.
Oh, to shock the world?
And be famous.
Yeah, we're not allowed to curse, so bail no.
Well, you could have said hell no. You just can't say the F word.
Look, Quincy, I don't want you to lose your sponsors because your sponsors may fall off. You see, my sponsors are gonna let me say whatever, and they're gonna still pay. Now let me stop. I'm just
Shots fired. Hey, look.
Shots fired.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go to real quick. I'm gonna go to a real quick commercial break.
Yep.
And I'll bring you right back for the second half of the show, okay? All right. Hey, look, I told y'all this was going to be mad entertaining. I hope y'all enjoyed the Jerry curl picks. I had to go through a lot just to pull those up. But I just want to shout out my sponsor once again, TGX Live. This is the place for your streaming. It's exclusive home for live streaming events, free giveaways, and access to discounted live pay-per-view streams, including my stand-up comedy special. They are Black-owned. We are still in the month of celebrating Black-owned businesses. So if you do know a Black-owned business or you haven't supported one yet this month, do so. You can start with me. I got shirts. I got all types of stuff. So, but let me see. Oh yeah. Like this is my comedy special here. This is airing on TGX Live, and it's been airing since July. So it's pretty cool. It's my first exclusivity deal, and I actually get paid for the streams, and so I was very pleased on the very first wave of streams. But it's on TGX Live, and it's only $4.99. That's all it is. I don't know how much money you have in your pocket, but if you got $4.99, that would be dope for you to spend and support a brother. And I also got my t-shirts, my Perfect Human t-shirts. That's my message. I strive to be perfect, but end up being human. We got to stop judging, holding grudges, and pointing fingers, because we are all human and we all make mistakes. I need y'all to understand it. I got wristbands that match the message too. So, and also my shirt that I'm wearing today, the Come On, Let's Do Something shirt that came off my True TV performance for the bed and breakfast. If you don't know what that bit is, search YouTube and you'll find that. Come on, let's do something. So I just want to give those shout outs right there, and let's bring Show back in because we still got a little bit more to talk about, Show. So getting right back into it, my man. So you alluded to the West Virginia. There was a situation that went down in West Virginia, and you're okay with talking about this. People can Google it and they can find the information.
It's not a situation. Hold on, it's not a situation. I was falsely charged for sexual assault. That's not a situation.
Right. Well, it's a situation. It don't mean that it was your situation, but it was a situation that prevented you from playing a ball at West Virginia when you were a highly scouted high school ball player. So talk about what actually went down so the viewers know.
All right, let me tell y'all. And I have no problem talking about this. It's funny because excuse me if I corrected you, Quincy, a little bit aggressive, but people always like to tiptoe around the situation. And I don't,
Right.
you know me, I don't tiptoe around nothing. Um, 1996 assault in West Virginia University. Female tried to say that I sexually assaulted her. At first she said it was I raped her. Her father worked at the hospital, so she went to the hospital to get checked or anything. So she said I sexually assaulted her. I don't know. The police came to my dormitory room. They was like, "Did you do this?" I said, "No, I ain't do nothing." You know. Would you like to come down and write a report? I said, yeah. So I went down. I ain't no cuffs, no handcuffs, no nothing. I went down like 2 days later. You know, when you at a Big East school, ACC school, stuff like that, you know, when the head coach want to see you or talk to you, because they business people. So when they want to talk to you, you know, it's a problem. It's either you was the Big East player of the week or something. I want the Big East player of the week because I was ineligible. You know what I'm saying? So he's telling me to, Marvin, come to your class. You know, I want you to come talk to me for a second. So I'm like, all right, cool. So you know how it is. Like when you go see the coach, man, you like, yo, what I do, all right. And I'm from Portsmouth, so I'm thinking all the best. Like I did study hall, I did my work. You know, I had this girl do my paper, and I turned that in. So coach ain't gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? So he asked me. He was like, you know, what was you doing last night? You know, and I won't about to tell the coach I was partying my butt off. You know. And I had another girl doing my paper because that's what happened. I went out. I wasn't even in this girl room. I went out. I went out with my boys, and we was at this place called BW3s. It's a real famous place on campus at Morgantown. And if hold on, I'm sorry. Let me say, any of my monitors that's up here that's on this Facebook Live right now, I know I have at least 2 or 3 up here that's from my staff. If anybody come up here and stop me from telling this story again, can you please find out what Facebook Live that they saying that from? Because the last time I tried to tell this story a year ago on my baby mom's Facebook Live, we had people to interrupt us, and we had somebody to contact me that commented on the live while me and my baby mom was on live and I was talking about this situation, and somebody from the NCAA commented on the live, and I'm not gonna say what they said, but you'll find out that in my book. But I had to set them straight because a lot of people want me to be quiet about this, but I'm not, and I don't mind talking to you about it, Quincy, because you're my friend and you're very close to me, and I love giving exclusives like this to my friends because my friends give me exclusives. So.
Right. So what was the situation similar to Kobe's situation, or was it that you didn't have contact with her at all?
I ain't have sex with this girl at all. Quincy, believe it or not, like I didn't even get sexual until my senior high school. I wasn't even really into girls like that. A lot of girls from back home knew me in my earlier years, but I was scared of them for JJ. That's what they'll say. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a late bloomer. All I wanted to do, I was scared for JJ. What am I so scared? Ha ha ha. That's what they used to say. But you ain't scared of it now. But
yeah, man, you got kids now, man. You ain't no sir.
That's why I don't pay child support neither. But you know, I'm comfortable talking about it because I didn't do anything. Like I knew that I was used to sell newspapers. I knew what was good, man. Like, and when you get to a point to where you know they're trying to catch you up and you did nothing, it's crazy. Now, let me tell you the reason why I didn't get drafted. I will share this. My probation officer was Mike Arbogast. That's the same probation officer that Allen Iverson had when he had his case. When Iverson was released from jail, they fired Mike Arbogast, and he came to West Virginia and he took over my case.
Wow.
Like, what's the coincidence of him leaving the 757 to be in Morgantown, West Virginia, and now he's my probation officer when I get in trouble in Morgantown? And my lawyers knew that he had it out for me because he didn't like how Iverson got off his case. This was said.
Wow.
This was said, and this is why 30 for 30, ESPN, whatever, they're gonna have to pay me a lot of money for this story because I need the story to come out right. And I need for witnesses. I need for witnesses to speak. And it's a lot of people that was involved in this case. They moved on. I believe they've changed their name. We've had people to try to look them up. They changed their name. You know the type of person I am. I like facing my stuff, whether I was right or whether I was wrong, dude. I'm a human. So,
right, this happened in '96, right?
Yep.
Right.
I was one of the top players in the country in '95. So in '96, Iverson was a freshman at Georgetown.
Right.
A sophomore. He was a sophomore at Georgetown. I did in '96. Iverson was in '95. He was in Georgetown in '95. He signed in Georgetown in '95. '96 was his sophomore year.
Right. Because I think that year in '95, Joe Smith went #1 in the draft, and then
Joe Smith went in the draft in '96. Iverson went #1 in the draft. '95, Joe Smith went #1 in the draft. You're right.
Yeah.
And then Iverson went in there. No, '97. I think Iverson. It was either '96 or '97.
No, I think Iverson went '96.
Yes, it was '95, '96. You're exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. So so you know, like the thing about it with me, like I wanted to go back to West Virginia because I didn't have any problems. It wasn't no racism around there. Not to me, not to what I was saying. People supported me. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was more. I think she had more the pressure, but the fact that when she pulled out of the case, like in the state of West Virginia, she considered the witness. So it was the state of West Virginia versus Marvin Rodgers. Her Samantha Board wasn't in there.
Wow.
Her name is not on the internet. Her name is not on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But Samantha Board's name wasn't on anything, and she backed out of it, and her father backed out of it, and he worked at the hospital. They could have easily went there and did whatever. But I think a lot of things was going on with me as far as with the NCAA, African American male from a low income community, getting a lot of exposure. Right. I was a different person. You don't want to put nobody like me in that light. I'm gonna influence too many people because I'm headstrong. You know, I don't care about what you think about me. You know what I'm saying?
So even after that happened, you ended up. That's when the street ball thing started to kind of take off, or did you end up doing the overseas pro ball first and then street ball?
Overseas was last, because what people got to understand that I always had a plan. And I knew my market, and I used to always hear how people used to go overseas. I see them, and people that come back and don't know who they are, and I didn't want that for me, you know. So I started doing a street ball brand. I started doing what paid me records, playing at Rucker, and ended up with Rockefeller. Did the D League for me with the Wizards, and like what you seen, we won a championship. You know what I'm saying? And opened up my NBA chances for me. You know, I was able to go to 3 different camps: Golden State, Chicago, Wizard camp. I was able to play in 2 different organizations, 3 different organizations. I was able to play in San Jose, Albany, extension team of the Knicks at the time, and Dakota Wizards, which now they moved to actually Washington now. But I was able to do that and get into their camps and pretty much spread my name, spread my brand. And like I had it difficult because I had the street ball pin on my back. Like no one wants to go into the NBA camp and saying, yeah, he just won Jay-Z a street ball championship this year. That don't even sound right. Are you serious? Like, you know, there's like, where you play at? Duke, where? Alabama. Oh, University of Team Rockefeller, Rucker Park. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that hard. People don't understand how hard that is. Because like what a lot of the athletes, you know, they mind just can't make it past that point because they so stuck on keeping everybody else happy, keeping their family happy, and, you know, holding up this perception. Well, I wasn't doing that, you know, everything.
Yeah. So for you, you know, like after you had your career playing pro overseas, and then had your career in the street ball lane of sports, you became a trainer. Now, what's more satisfying, training pros, or training prospects for college, or training prospects for the pros?
Well, I would say training prospect for the pros because they put their money, their checks in my bank account. So like it made me smile like on Fridays.
Right. Because they got a check. Yeah. You know,
No,
but it's got
stop.
to be
No,
satisfying.
I'm being for real, Quincy. I'm being for real though. But no, in as far as the amateurs, it's easier.
Hold up, your
When you
Wi-Fi
the
is acting up again.
LJ, cut NBA 2K off, man. Cut it off.
This is gonna be a.
You see every time you come on the Wi-Fi.
This is definitely gonna be a soundbite. Look, hold up, I'm muting you right now. Hold up, but this is gonna be a soundbite if I ain't never heard all this yelling. All right.
No, but yeah, I'm just an open book with that situation, Quincy. A lot of people that was involved in that situation are not happy that I'm an open book. But why are y'all not happy? No one name was blasted across America on ESPN or USA Today but mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why are y'all mad? Why are y'all mad? And y'all wasn't even the one getting blasted.
Hey, bro. Like I said, you transition from that negativity to actually helping other young people follow their dreams. And here's the thing: you also have do you have one daughter or two?
I have two daughters, Love and Ace. I love them. And LJ is my son, and I got a son named LJ that I took in. That's my guy. I love him to death. I have kinship with him. That's my guy. Love him. That's my son. I have 3 kids. I have 2 daughters and a son.
Got you. So the reason why I asked that is because you are no nonsense. You don't play around. You don't give nobody a break, whether you training the youth or your own child. But I saw this and I had to put it up here.
That's what's up.
This right here. You don't care. Nobody gets a break messing with you, man. And this is one of your younger students. You like, hey, Scoop, got him. So you know, like you've allowed yourself to be able to have influence with these young individuals, and you know, although you blocking the ball, you didn't see her run off and get sad. It's like she knows that's what makes her tough. So as a father, how has it been trying to teach your daughters or pass on that tough spirit?
Woo! And you know what? That is so tough for me because being a father, you don't want to be so into them with your stuff because they're little girls and I'm a man. So what I have to do, I have to make sure that I put the right people around them. So whatever I'm doing, it can be enhanced by a woman. So, you know, like I said, I'm P-Town all day. Like my baby mama from P-Town, she come and she hold me down. She, you know what I'm saying? She makes sure that, you know, my kids are good. Love Keisha for that. You know, she, you know, I can't you know, I'm always preaching, you know, fathers continue to fight for your kids because, you know, a lot of people don't understand how much fathers really love kids and how important fathers are in their kids' life. Like I'm a witness of that. My father wasn't in my life, you know, RIP dad, but he wasn't in my life, and that's the truth. But you know, he made me a better father. So you know, me pumping that into my daughters or whatever, I think it's more effective because I have the right female mentors in their life, and that's what matters. And I know that's why the courts awarded me my kids. and I take that very serious. I play by a lot of things, but I don't joke about them. I joke about everything. We joke about we can joke about my 1.3 that I had in high school. We can joke about the sexual assault charge at West Virginia. We would joke about a whole bunch of stuff. I just don't joke about my kids, and I know that's why the courts awarded me my kids, because they knew that that daddy will be there to take care of them, and that they know that I understand. I'm not a woman, so I have to put the people around me to make them that.
Yeah.
So
okay, all right.
Hey, Quincy, you know what, Quincy? By me being a single parent on IG, a lot of IG models always be trying to be in my DM, and I be telling them, I be like, man, I know you fine, girl, but I love my kids. I can't have all that around my kids because
ain't nobody in your
flashing
DM.
too much.
Ain't nobody in your DM like that, man. Everybody always want to flex on somebody, man. Ain't nobody in your DM like that, man.
I always want to stay with your little sponsors. Hold on, let me do one more. Let me do this. This my little sponsor. This is the Tim Hardaway crossover watch. If your sponsors do that, you open a little box up, bang. Hold on, you thought that was the watch? No, that ain't the watch. Look at this. Bang, the Tim Hardaway crossover watch.
You know what? This is why, for the people that don't know you, this is why they call this dude the Bigg Show, because he is very entertaining, more than just a ball player. He's going to keep things entertaining. Now, real quick, because we're going to get ready to close out, so I got a couple of quick things I want to do. Number one, if anybody is still, well, not if anybody, but for those of you that are still tuning in, if you remember, I said that I do a trivia question. This trivia question can earn you some cash. So the first person to get this answer right, so I'm going to put this picture up. We said it in the beginning, show you don't say the answer. All right. So how old, that's Allen Iverson in that show. How old was Allen Iverson in that picture? And how old was Marvin Bigg Show Rodgers in that picture? That's all you got to do. The first answer that's correct in the comments, I will send you via Cash App or PayPal, however you do it, after this live ends. So comment away. Again, I'm going to put it up here. That's Allen Iverson in that show when they were both younger in AAU days. How old was Allen Iverson in that picture, and how old was Show in that picture? Okay, all you gotta do is get the right answer, and the first person to get it right, I will announce it, and you will be straight. Okay, so Allen Iverson.
What is straight, Quincy? What are you doing? Like, are you cash apping bills or electric bills? Because if so, I can send you my cash app. I'm a single parent father with 2 kids, and I would love to apply for assistance.
You know what? That was a great case that you made, Marvin. But it just ain't gonna happen today. Okay. All right. Last time I checked, and last time I remember, you were cashing checks on Fridays for these prospects. You don't need no more. You don't need no $25.
I didn't say how much the checks was. A check is $5. A check. No one said a number.
All right. Well, look, while these people are guessing away, 2 last things. I know me and you were talking about, like with your show and then the show I do here with our personalities. We haven't come up with like a show title or anything, but
right.
Just for the viewers out there, we're considering kind of joining forces at least once a month. Bring, like he's got high profile guests. I got, my comedy guests.
I don't have
but to come together, huh?
I don't have high profile guests. They're
so
my
I'm
friends.
not talking to you no more.
They're my friends. But they're my friends, Quinn. They're my friends. See?
Well, anywho, me and you were talking about doing like this co-hosting thing for a cool show idea. It'll be entertaining. And you'll have comedy from professional comedians, and then you'll have some of the pretty important people that are his friends in the industry, and we'll kind of do like a virtual show like this. So I want you guys to be ready. Stay tuned for that. We're still kind of talking over how the flow of the show and the title. But super excited to partner up and, just kind of bring some good entertainment, man.
And I'm excited about that, Quincy. And I forgot to correct you on something. I finished up my second season. I did 2 seasons during quarantine,
Okay.
and it was 10 shows per season. And
Okay.
can I name a couple of my guests that was up there? Like a couple of my guys that was up there, whatever.
Yeah, we mentioned it was Roy. You just had Bone Crusher.
Bone Collector, Bone
Bone
Crusher is a
Collector,
rapper.
right. The crossover king, right? The
I
crossover
want to see
king.
you guard Bone Collector.
Who?
I want to see you guard Bone Collector. I would love that.
First of all, I'm a disabled veteran, and my disability don't allow me to get hurt anymore on my ankles. All right. Yeah, but so
yeah, we had a lot of celebrities. I just want to name a couple of them. I had Booger Smith. That was my very first interview. I'm going to always announce him. Booger Smith was on the front of Sports Illustrated. He was a street ball legend that never got the and one notoriety. He just really did it from the streets. We also had our buddy up there, Jimmy King. That was my second interview. Jimmy King from the Fab Five. That's my guy. My third interview was Roy, and I thank Roy for that because he really set it off. After that, it was Kendall Gill, Josh Childress, Ronnie Fields.
You had Little C's in season 2.
Little C's came on my mom and Biggie's birthday because my mom and Biggie was born on the same day. Little C's came. That was my season finale for season 1. I also had Rail from Rockefeller on that show. I also had Ronnie Fields that was on that show. And my second season, I opened up with Carly Red. I had Slim for 112. I had Tim Hardaway. I had Shabazz the OG. That's my guy. I had my guy Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas shut my interview down. He did his interview. He stays near Kobe Bryant. He was in the hills. Like that interview. The background was just crazy. He shut it down. Then I had Bone Collector, the best kept secret, Kareem Reed, which is Fat Joe's guy, Puff Daddy's guy back in the day, and Emmanuel Lewis, like Webster, he gave me everything. Like Emmanuel Lewis showed me footage of him and Michael Jackson dancing in his mama's living room, dog.
Bro, I sat and I watched the interview, and I'm thinking to myself, I was a little kid when he was really a teenager, because Emmanuel Lewis basically looks the same. He's just a 40-something-year-old man.
Right. No, he is. And like he is so like down to earth, and he shows me love a lot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the thing about it with me is like what people got to understand is like I'm from Portsmouth, Virginia. So a lot of things that my friends and stuff seen on TV, like they didn't think that they can do. They didn't believe they can do that. I've always had a big dreamers complex from when I was little. You know, that's all. I've always been the kid. Anything you can do, I can do better. That's always been me.
Time out. Let's go ahead and get into it, because I'm a middle child, homie. So I take challenges all the time. Earlier, we were talking about Show's ability or Marvin's ability to freestyle. I don't have any music beats, but I need to be able to.
I can go acapella.
Okay. So let's go acapella rap battle. I'm gonna throw out a few bars. You throw out some bars, and we let other people decide. And this is how we're gonna end this show. This first time I ever done something like this. Whatever you can do, I can do better. So I'm gonna get on mine.
Hold on, Quincy. Let me just say this. Do you get a little jealous because my guests that come on my show and they're so like does it make you a little jealous? Does it make you a little because just
will that make you feel better, Show?
Yeah, it'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel good.
Yes. Hey, look. So before we kick off this rap, I see some people have thrown in some guests, so I'll give y'all about another couple of minutes while we are trying to end this show. And so y'all can guess. It's like I said, let me find that picture. Hold up, because my mouse isn't working. Let me find this picture again. And so, Show,
you have a great show. I definitely appreciate you bringing me on, man. Like, I try to support the show as as much as I can. I'm always busy trying to do something. I'm trying to get up there with you, Quincy. Like I really like the way you do things, and I'm for real. Like I joke on you a lot about.
Yeah.
I'm always mess with you, Quincy, because you know what I'm saying. You my peeps, like.
Yeah.
But like, I love the way you do things, and I just love your professionalism behind a lot of things, and I appreciate that. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. You have something really good going here. I know sometimes it probably get a little tough, or it might get a little stressful because I know how it is when you're dealing with other people and they don't see your vision the way that you do. It gets a little tough or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, God gonna provide, big homie. And like I said, keep doing what you're doing, big dog, because I really love what you're doing. And
Hey man,
and just
I certainly appreciate that. And let me just let these viewers know for the last time, put in your correct answers. This is the trivia question. How old was Allen Iverson in this picture? And how old was Marvin the Bigg Show Rodgers in this picture when they were playing AAU? So put Allen Iverson's age first.
Hey, look at the women. Look at the women. My chest was looking out. Hey,
No, I was scrawny back then. All right. So while these folks is putting these answers in, let's go ahead, man. Let's hit a couple of bars. So
let me hear something.
Hold on. So I'll start off kind of like Nick Cannon always do on Wild 'N Out. So I'll start off, and then it's our freestyle battle. Okay. All right. Here we go. It's like, I see you, Bigg Show. You on my show. You acting like my shot ain't hitting though. But I tell you, step back because I cut, whether it is a fade or it's a fro. Oh, bars. Oh, come get it. Come get it. Come get it. Let's go. Let's go, big dog.
It's freestyle. I'm looking at Quincy. I know you all stressed. Your show's kind of densey. Hold up. Did you rhyme? Did you rap? Did you vote for Quincy? Hold up. I'm talking to Mr. Carr. It's the homie Quincy. She's a short, tall point guard, strap defense, abuse, pull the J, stop and pop. She know what to choose. So I'm like, yo, my name is Show. She like, no, your mama said Marvin, take my card now. I am your trainer. Then she said yes. That's a no-brainer. I told you she fine, told you she thick, told you she short, but you ain't slick. Most influence from a hooper like me. Done played in every league, and I'm straight from the P. Started out with them skills. DVS 5-star meals, though. The facts of life is how I live. Show had a crush on Kim Fields, y'all.
Okay. Bars. Okay.
Even got 2 for the Mavericks. Last week had scholarships saying both of them, they was average. Now, K sign, know we raised sign because me and Hawk, we ain't hiding it. I moved Nate, now they all hate. Like Thon Maker, now we all great.
Okay. All right. So first of all, I didn't tell you to rap a track. Okay.
I gotta promote my track.
This dude just rapped the whole track. I said throw a few bars. This brother did everything but a hook.
The first 8 bars was freestyle, but I had to promote my track because see, Quincy, I can't help that my second season was great. Hey, Quincy, listen, Quincy, my second season was epic. 112.
Hold up. I gotta see what these people are saying. What's up, Quincy? No, Keisha, stop hating on these skills. Hold up, I gotta come back now. You actually had some cadence on your show. So let me hit my cadence. All right. All right. Woo. Here we go. Look here, partner. This is what I do. I treat you like bubble gum when I begin to chew. Tie up my shoe. I dunk on you hard, and I drink a little Mountain Dew. That's how much of a challenger I am. Boo! That's what you get when you step in my ring, dude. Huh? Look, I ain't got to be from Portsmouth to be hard. I come from Texas. When I roll down the boulevard, huh? Spending my time in VA, 2 up, 2 down. This queue is never down, but when you look up, I'm around. Huh?
Yo, you need to do the Wild Style Challenge.
Bars. All right, man. Look. Give me one more good one for the road, and let's deuce this thing out, man. I appreciate you being on the show today.
Yo, I'm coming here with a freestyle. I don't know if I want to drink water or smoke a Black and Mild. I don't know if I want to shoot a J or get a quick technical foul. I don't know if I want to take a shower, use Ivory. I don't know about Dow. But I know what? Quincy can't run a mile. And his mouth smell real foul. Smell like he been milking a cow.
Hold up,
I dunk on him and it's like, ow. All the crowd yells, wow.
Okay, so this guy took some real crazy shots back at me. Hey, look, man, you are my dude, man. I appreciate you, Bigg Show, being on the show today. And I can let everybody know while you're on here, before we let them go, who is the first person to get this answer right. The trivia question for the night was, how old was Allen Iverson in this picture? And how old was Marvin in this picture when they were both young in their AAU days? The answer is Iverson was 17 in this picture and Marvin was 13. Who got this answer right first? Let me see. Travis Dupree. Travis, my man, you were the first one to get the correct answer. There were a few other people that I think Jessica Lilly said 17 and 13, but your messages came in after Travis. So Travis, much love to you, homie. You won earlier in the season, so I'll be sending you. I think I still got your cash out. I appreciate you being on there. Bigg Show, let everybody know.
I'm being nosy. How much you be cash apping people, Quincy? Because I knew the answer to that, and you can pay my electric. All right, well then you can put some on the phone bill or something, Quincy.
No. What I could put some on is that Wi-Fi. Because how many times you yelling at people?
Hey, look, real talk though. Your new shirts that come out, please tag me in them because I love supporting you. I bought shirts and I didn't even know you, Quincy. I just thought you was on the corner just trying to get rid of some shirts one day in Baltimore, and I felt really sorry for you because you were smiling and your teeth was white.
Look, man,
your teeth was white, so I bought 2
You
t-shirts.
let me stay at your house while I was in Baltimore for the comedy festival.
You my guy. You had the whole downstairs, didn't you? You ain't had to worry about nothing. It was nice down there. Air conditioned.
So scared.
Yeah.
I'm so scared. I was by myself, man. I was so like, don't do that to me again, man. Yeah. Hey, my man, I appreciate you being on the show, and thanks for doing what you've been doing. Much love to the rest of your career. And real quick, tell people how they can follow you for when season 3 hits on your Instagram.
Oh yeah, definitely. IG at I'm really training. And people always put I am. No, it's I'm. Do y'all know the difference? I am. Like, I'm the one with the 1.3 GPA. I should not know the difference. I was the one that had a 1.3 in high school. It's I'm really training. I am. I as in idiot. M as in Marvin. All right. Idiot Marvin really training. You get it? That's all you got to do. Or just Google Marvin the Bigg Show Rodgers, man. I'll pull up.
All right, my man.
My people are more important on my page, so you're gonna enjoy my page more than Quincy's page. So I just had to throw that quick jab in there real quick, you know, because I'm hating on his little sponsors. I'm hating on his little sponsors. I'm hating on his little sponsors.
Oh my God.
Hey, hold on. Did I gotta say it comes with the Tim Hardaway signature? His signature. You see the signature? Now I'm just. Do your sponsors do that to you, Quincy? Do they? I'm just asking. Do they signature?
No. Look. I don't wear watches because I know what time it is. My man, love you, bro.
All right, man.
All right, man. You be easy.
I got it.
People, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Like, that was a lot of fun. A big shout out again to Travis Dupree, man. Y'all shout out Travis. Congratulate him for getting this week's trivia question. That was a good interview, very insightful, and it was pretty cool. First time I did not have a comedian on as my guest, but it was just as funny, just as fun, and I haven't did a couple of things that I've never done before. Freestyle rap for y'all. So, but again, look, got my t-shirts. Come on, let's do something. I also got my positive message here. I strive to be perfect, but end up being human. I have that on the t-shirt as well. Actually had a really cool craft shop in Norfolk make this for me. So the wood is still fresh. But I appreciate everybody's support. And if you are interested in any of my products or even becoming a sponsor, just tag me in a comment, okay? And I'll respond back to you and I'll get you all the information that you need. But thank y'all again for tuning in. This was a great show, a little bit longer than normal, but it was entertaining. So I'm Quincy Carr, and I am so happy that I got through this thing by myself. Hopefully next week I get my brother back to do the production side, so I ain't got to do it, you know. But y'all continue to stay safe. And, you know, stay apart, people. Be smart so we can continue to stay together. And hopefully we can open back up soon. And I can perform live comedy. All right? All right. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
Daddy Chuck jokes.